Dr. Foreskin over here showing Gru the new cookie
Dr.
robot.
Foreskin. What's going on, YouTube? We just have one reaction here, and then yeah. So today we have Despicable Me explained by a black man from Jutsu. Simple enough. We're just gonna hop right into it. Follow the Twitch, somewhere on the screen. They already got rid of TikTok. Seems like CapCut's going soon because my edits are leaving. So, you know. Anyway, so. Yeah, third. Wasn't the mom's name in the movie actually Karen too? Or am I? Oh my god, this is muted. Hold on, we're gonna start this over. We're not that far in. My fault, chat. I didn't realize.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's time for some more peek. So the movie starts off and we're in Egypt with it. This MAGA family pulls up out of the bus playing that hillbilly anthem.
I didn't hear that at first.
We got a my 600-pound life victim, a kid on a leash, and a Karen to top it all off. Hurry up, Karen. Take my dang picture, will you?
Wasn't the
Meanwhile,
mom's name
the kid runs off
I don't remember.
unsupervised. He went straight up this conveniently prohibited ramp and fell off that mug. Had everyone in shambles because they knew he was cooked. But right before meeting his demise, he fell into the pyramid and bounced out. Hold up, let me rewind a bit. Since when are pyramids made of that rubber material? But that kid goes crashing head first into his dad. And did his mom really think she was gonna catch bro? Like, girl, you wasn't even close. Turns out the pyramid was just an inflatable. We interrupt this program to tell you, subscribe to Kaijutsu. Oh, and the pyramid, they were stolen. So guard your famous landmarks. And then it pans to our guy, the MC, Gru. And they got bro looking like an astute citizen. Bro gave him that balloon just so he could pop it in his face. He pulls up to the coffee shop on timing. Bro started freezing everyone in the line. He even caught the nigga who was just enjoying his brew in peace. Do y'all know how grimy you gotta be to...
Bro, I'm gonna also be honest with y'all. I'm gonna try not to pause that much throughout this. I'm getting this right down there. Just cause like, if you haven't seen Despicable Me, what are you doing? Oh, there's like 4 of them now, I think. So I don't think there's any reason for me to really pause this. I think we're just kind of seeing how a black man explains this movie.
Freeze people solid out of a minor inconvenience like waiting in line. And I say minor because Gru also steals someone's order and wasn't even in a rush to get anywhere. Bro got home and did absolutely nothing. But the doorbell rings and our guy decides to answer it with a dang mace in his hand. Like you got ops or something? Like who you finna kill? One of the orcs from Lord of the Rings? He peeks through and it's just some Jehovah's Witnesses. But nah, it turns out to be some kids from the orphanage trying to sell cookies. He tells them to kick rocks. But me personally, y'all pull up to my door with some caramel delights and some peanut butter sandwiches, I'll make you rich, I'll tell you that. But Gru goes down to his evil lair where he is assembling these yellow Tic Tacs for a meeting. And they all some D1 Glazers. But he talks about how some other villain stole the pyramid. So to regain his vileness, bro sets a goal to steal something bigger. We are going to steal the moon! While bro's over here aura farming, we back to the orphanage, and these little girls are out here getting their cuteness pimped out by some plus-size Rachel Ray. She goes on to tell them that they will never be adopted, and they better hit them cookie quotas next time or it's up for them. And while they're walking out, we see what happens to the bad little girls in this orphanage. This lady has to be some Epstein Island employee, because kids in boxes is insane. So since bro is broke, he has to go by the special villain bank to ask for a loan. And couldn't they have picked a more cleaner way to enter the bank than looking into a urinal, my guy? So Gru gets inside to meet up with Mr. Burton's, the obese bank manager. While waiting, we get introduced to this hump day repping menace himself, Vector. Oh yeah, But our guy Gru is antisocial and avoids bro. So he gets into Mr. Burton's and proposes his Doofenshmirtz level plan and how
To
much money he
steal
needs to
the
do it. But Mr. Tubby wasn't with the games. He was like, we've invested into your foolery time and time again.
You failed.
Get that shrink ray and we can talk, Goofy. He even told him that Vector was the one who stole the pyramid and I got a real hater for real and froze that Goofy noggin before he left. Now in China, these fools over here testing out the shrink ray aimed that mug dead at Dumbo and shrunk him. Now he's smaller than them nanners he was finna eat. We're gonna shrink so many head with this, oh yeah. Gru came in with the minions and stole the shrink ray, and then immediately got pressed by Vector and got the shrink ray stolen back. Mans had that mug for no longer than 10 seconds. Vector even turned bro's ship into a tiny clown mobile, and it's the next day, and Gru somehow finds out where Vector lives. And I low-key never noticed this when I was first watching. Bro just has the pyramid chilling in his yard.
You never
Ain't no
noticed
way
that
that
too?
mug really fits on his property like that. Right? So Gru tries to spy on bro, but his
That's
ring
Jamaican.
doorbell goes off. Man's incinerated them binoculars. Now on to plan B, and it's like whatever Gru does just gets countered. And is Gru just invulnerable? Cause how did he just tank all these rockets? He gets up and spots the girls approaching Vector's crib to sell him some cookies. And while watching how they were allowed in, Gru cooked up a truly devious plan to get that shrink ray back. So bro disguises himself as some doctor and heads to the orphanage to adopt
Dr.
the three
Gru.
sisters. He started capping up to the orphanage lady. Bro pulled out that Spanish riz,
You have a face como un burro.
and I think he called her fat or something. But she introduces him to the girls, and the older ones was not feeling bro, but the little one was just glad to have a new dad. They pulled up to the crib and are flabbergasted at
It's
what
so
they seen. This
fluffy.
fool got this creepy old house. Then man's got this crack dog over here
Jesus.
thinking he'll crash out, but got overwhelmed by the cuteness. Bro Gru shows the girls to their new living space, and bro got bowls and newspapers laid out for them like they some dogs or something. And it doesn't stop there. He gives out the rules of the house. No dancing, no laughing, no looking, and no eating. Can we do this? Don't play with me. But the tomboy sis pulled out the kablam on bro. Stick 'em up, nigga. Zip me that. So he walks off
I'm finna
and leaves them
switch
to
you
adjust to
down.
their new lives. Dang, Agnes done already got domesticated, eating the candy out of the dog bowl. The girls wander off exploring the house. Somehow they stumble upon bro's evil lair. Meanwhile, Dr. Foreskin over here showing Gru the new cookie
Dr.
robot.
Foreskin.
But the girls interrupted them and was just a nagging, getting into all kinds of mischief. Edith once again with the kablam tarnished her sister's unicorn. Now she over here trying to hold her breath until she gets her a new one. All that buffoonery over a toy? Let me act like that over a toy as a kid. My
My mom
pops
would've
would have
beat
laid
the
me
shit out
later
of me.
passed out too. But Gru sends some of the minions on a special mission to get a new unicorn toy and calls in some more grunts to babysit these headaches. Keep these peasants away from me. Had Margot petrified. The minions get dressed and they head to Walmart, and they in here doing all kinds of YN activities, doing everything except looking for this unicorn toy. Meanwhile, the girls getting scolded because they messing up the crib. He takes the girls to bed and tucks them into these literal active missiles, and Miranda Cosgrove had to get something off her chest. You will never be my dad, geezer. And we get a sweet interaction
Fire.
between Agnes and the minions. They bring her her little unicorn toy and dipped off. It's the
Shit didn't
next
even
day,
cost
and Gru is
$2.
trying to get the girls to work on their Uber Eats shift, but they not trying to do that until they finish their dance class. So they get to practice, and Gru ends up promising Whittle Agnes he gonna go to their recital. Had the women in there fainting for a new stepdad role. They head to Vector's crib to initiate playing Cookie Bot. The girls get in, and bro orders a stash of them things. The Cookie Bots run off and got straight to it, hacking into the security system so they could get to the shrink ray. So they let Gru in, and bro was in and out. Well, not out, because the freaking Cookie Bot sealed him in. After dangling from his nuts for a bit, Gru ends up finding another way out, and they escape Vector's property safely with the shrink ray. He all excited and jumped, getting jiggy. While heading back to the crib, the girls see this amusement park and begs bro to go. No, we are not going. He was all against
He
it
really
until
killed
he
that
thunk
old
up a way
man.
to just abandon them there, leaving them there without the milk. He tries to put them on the ride and just leave, but the attendant was like, nah, bruh. They need adult supervision. So Gru gets on the ride with them, and during all this, he realizes he kind of messes with these new daughters. And no cap, that ride looked kind of legit. 10 out of 10 on the lit scale. Agnes ends up spotting a huge unicorn and wanted to win it. But while playing, Gru sees that this game is rigged and the park employee scamming his little girls. Sorry, little gal. No UIN corn for you. So
He
Gru
blew
locks
me,
in
bro. His
and
voice
kablams the
annoyed
whole
me.
stall into oblivion and takes the unicorn. They get back home and Gru is all in on this dad life, but Dr. Foreskin wasn't hearing it and told bro he needs to lock in before he tweaks out. So Gru meets with
It's
Mr.
so
Burton
fluffy,
trying to
I'm
secure
gonna
that villain
die.
loan, but bro still can't catch a break. The girls ended up selling the bag and he was denied his loan. And why is this the second time I've seen this nigga squeeze an apple for no reason? He been gooning for so long, bro done maxed out his grip strength stat, but now Gru is all mopey and depressed because they are broke and have no funding for the plan. But the girls give bro some change and the minions end up scavenging all their pocket change to sponsor our guy. So he sets off to build the rocket himself. And they putting in some pain in the sweatshop. Got that rocket done in records time. Gru is really getting more and more invested with the girls also. Cooking breakfast, roasting marshmallows. How much better could it get? But Dr. Foreskin is seeing this and was heated.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, back with
Nefario-
Mr. Burton
Nefario
and his
was not
son.
fucking
Looky
with it.
here. Vector is bro's son. Now I see why he got all that stuff just as a newcomer villain. He moving like a true nepotism baby. Somebody tap him in with Bronny James. Burton snaps on Victor, which is bro real's name, about how Gru got the shrink ray, but then they end up scheming to get revenge on Gru. Back at Gru's crib, he is tucking the girls in for bed. Well, trying to at least. This is a rowdy bunch. He ends up reading them a bedtime story. Three little pussies love to play. Mother pussy said go to bed. Did you eat? I don't know what kind of story that was, but it worked. These girls are laying in their little nukes, slumped. Gru gets into the hallway and remembers that his moon plan was on the same day as the girls' recital. So him and Dr. Foreskin get into an argument about how bro is getting soft because of these girls. It's the next day, and the doctor ended up calling the orphanage to give the girls back before the launch day. Rachel Ray pulled up with her Spanish dictionary and smacked the goofy out of Gru. She realized that Spanish Riz was a whole bunch of malarkey, but Gru caved into that peer pressure and turned the girls back over to the old lady. And the girls were so disappointed in bro. Dang, Gru. Come on, man. Don't do it. I told you needed to lock in, mate. Now it's launch day, and Gru is suited and booted to initiate the plan. But one of the minions just had to plant that recital memory in his head. They launched the rocket to the moon, and Vector pulls up trying to hold bro, but ends up getting electrocuted and somehow lives. Plan is now in motion, and they end up passing that one minion that got hit with that float ray. Man's up here just chilling, and these things must don't need no oxygen to survive. But Gru pulls up to the moon stupid fast
Why
and
is
got
this so
straight to
funny?
business, shrinking the moon to the size of a moon pie. Back at the school, the girls see that Gru is nowhere to be found. Another deadbeat dad added to the
Ew.
statistic. But Gru sees the ticket floating and remembers his girls, so he starts hauling booty back towards Earth to see his girls perform. And bro is flagging out sliding through downtown, but when he entered the doors, the janitor was already cleaning it up. He ends up seeing a message from Vector though, and he stole the girls. We also see back in the lab that the shrink ray effects are not permanent. So Gru pulls up to Victor's crib and has to give the moon back to get access. But what kind of deal is this? Bro just gave away the only negotiation advantage he had. And what do we know? Of course, Vector being grimy and doesn't want to give the girls back. But Gru is locked in. Man's turned into Ultra Instinct Goku, weaving all the missiles. He walks in aura farming and even pimp
Bro
slapped
look
the
like
shark.
Vin
But
Diesel in
Vector
that
tries to
scene.
get gone on his ship, and bro hopped on. Man's hanging on by a thread in the sky when Dr. Foreskin and the minions end up saving him. They chase Victor down, and inside the ship, they getting tarnished by the moon, going back to normal size. Gru opens up the latch and tells the girls to jump. Margot, jump, you little nincompoop. Where are you going? So Victor snatches her up, but the moon knocks them both out. So Gru hits that tightrope, and with the minions' help, they save Margot. Meanwhile, Victor got sent straight into outer space with the moon. And somehow bro just chilling up here with that
With an
steady cheese bubble
inflatable
on his
space
head.
helmet?
They get back home, and now Gru has a nearly complete family, and he is all in with this parenting gig. This movie is a certified banger. Hey, JMF, thanks for the support on all these.
Anyway, chat. Yeah, this reaction wasn't gonna be like very long. I was like, bro, it's Despicable Me. If you haven't seen that movie, that's on you. So I wasn't gonna be pausing a lot anyway. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go to bed because it is 1 a.m. And I'll see you guys in the next one, in the next stream, whatever. When I see you, I see you. And bye.